Hello my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing very good. So class 3, today in this video we are going to start chapter number 7, that is safety at home and in school. Okay, so this is your lesson. First of all, you all know that most of the children, most of their time they spend at home or at in school or in garden. Okay, so these area they use school they use to study and to play also playground. Okay, garden, in garden they used to use garden to play, and home also they use to play with their friends. Okay, and to eat also, to sleep they use home. And so naturally your books, your toys, your tiffins, they get scattered when you play, and when you use those things, it's scattered all over the place. Okay, and it does not look tidy also, and it can harm us also if we get, if why? Because if anybody who's not careful, if anybody is not careful about those things kept on the floor or lying on the floor, they can trip on that those things, and they can what slip, or they can fall. Okay, so this can hurt them, those people. Okay, so you should be careful while playing also, while playing with your toys, while keeping your tiffins. Okay, all these things, when you play or when you use these things, you should be careful about those things. Where are you keeping them? So after playing those toys, you should keep those toys in a proper place, in its place. Okay, so this way you can avoid what, cluttering an area, and can easily find something when you wish to locate it without wasting much time. Means you can, if you do this, what will happen, you can avoid cluttering an area. Cluttering means, what does it mean, cluttering? Cluttering means filling with lots of object in an untidy way. When you keep the things in an untidy way, when you keep all the things all together in an untidy, this is called cluttering. So it will help to avoid the cluttering of cluttering in area, and can easily find something. We can easily find what we need there. Okay, and the time will also be it will also be what, it will not get waste. You must have understood the importance of having discipline. You know how important is discipline, to have discipline. Okay, it comes from the rules. Few rules are the guidelines. Rules means few guidelines about which we what must or must not be done in a particular situation. Rules are those guidelines which we should follow, and which we must do. It tells us that we, what we have to do, what we must do, and we must not do in a particular situation. So different rules are to be followed. There are different rules that should be followed, and it depends upon the different place also, depending upon different situation. And most of the rules are made from your and other safety. Now, so let's start with our safety rules. So first of all, we start our day with from home only. So the safety rules should be followed at home also. Okay, so safety rules at home. What are the safety rules that should be followed at home? Okay, so first of all, be helpful to all your family members. So we should be helpful with all our family members. Okay? Share your doubts and problems with your parents. Parents, if you have any doubts or you have any problem, you can share with your parents and the other family members. Okay, like those who are elder to you, you can ask them your doubts. You can clear your doubts. You can solve your problems asking them. Okay, then second is, do not allow anyone to take you anywhere without your parents' permission. Means you should not go anywhere with anyone without your parents' permission. First, you should ask your parent. If they allow, then only you should go with any person. Then comes number 3. Keep your uh, do not allow, then a clean and tidy home is liked by everyone of whether it is you and me. We like a clean and tidy place. We do not like shabby and untidy places. Okay, so this is our duty. This is our duty to keep our home in order, in proper order. Okay, the things we should keep in proper order. Then comes number 4. Avoid wasting water and electricity. We should not waste water, and we should avoid wasting electricity too. Always close the tap when not in use. When we are not using taps, we should always close the tap, like brushing, while brushing our teeth. Okay, at the starting we just put some we just use water, we use water. After that we should close the tap, and we should then only we should brush the teeth, and after brushing the teeth then only we must use the water when it is necessary. And if we are using lights and fans, then also we should use them in when we are there in that room. Otherwise, if you are going out, we should switch off the fan, switch off the light. Okay, this in this way we can avoid wasting of water and electricity. Then comes most of the liquids. You have things like soaps and toilet cleaners, bleaches. These contains chemicals that you all know, and it is very harmful for the kids. So these things should be should be placed very safely. Okay, then this when these chemicals, they are in direct contact with the body, it can be very harmful. So we should make sure that things should be handled very carefully and by the adults only. Okay, so these are the safety rules that we should follow at home. Now the next is safety from fire. How can we be safe from fire? So the points are, first point is, do not try to light a gas stove or use an iron or oven in the absence of parents. If your parents are not at home, they are away from home, you should not try to switch on the to light a gas stove, or to what use iron, to use an iron or an oven in the absence of your parents. What will happen, as it can burn you. Okay, if you do so, it can burn your hands and your other body parts too. Number two is, do not play with matchboxes or lighters. Now matchboxes and lighters, they are not made for playing, so do not play with them, because they have what, fire. Okay, so we should not children, they should not play with matchboxes or lighters, they can cause fire. Now number three, if there is a fire close by near you, if there is a fire near you, so leave everything behind. You should not care for anything. What you should do is, you go out of the house. If there is a fire near your house, or in the house only near you, so first point is, you should get out of the house immediately. Okay, and use stairs for that, and you can use elevators. Sorry, you have to use stairs and avoid elevators, because it runs on electricity, so it can be dangerous. So you better use stairs. Then next point, if any part of your clothes catches fire, if in any part of your clothes, in any of the corner of your clothes catches fire, so drop down on the floor. You drop down on the floor and roll to put out the fire. You should drop down on the floor, and you just have to roll, so that it can so that it may not what it may not the fire may not increase to other parts of the body, or it may not increase to other part of the body. Then your next topic is safety while using internet. Now whenever you use internet, you have to be safe. You need to be safe, and you need to be alert while using internet. Now first of all, while using internet, children should never give out personal information. Like whenever you use the internet for your study and all, you should never give out your personal information. Like, what are your personal information about you and your family? Like, what's your name? Okay, and your address, where do you live, your school name, your mobile number, etc, etc, your mother's name, father's name. Okay, these information you should never give out to the strangers whom you don't know. Okay, the unknown people. Number two, do not chat with strangers. Strangers means whom you don't know. Do not chat with them, do not send them messages, and do not accept their messages as well. Then number three, neither open an email from someone you do not know. If you do not know any person, do not no need to open the mail received from them. And number two, not post your pictures online. You should never post your pictures online. Why? Because the strangers, they come to know about you and your family members and your weakness and so many other things. Number fourth is, if you notice anything uncomfortable or disturbing while using internet, means whenever you use internet and while using this, uh, internet, you feel uncomfortable, something uncomfortable is there, suspicious, you feel anything suspicious or anything you disturbing you find, so immediately you should inform your parent, and you should show it to your parents. Okay, so these are the safety while using internet. Then comes safety from sharp objects. Now few objects are very sharp and it can cause us harm also. So we should also be safe. We should also be also need to be safe from these sharp objects. Okay. So first of all, the sharp objects are in our kitchen. Okay. So kitchens, few kitchen tools are there like knives. Okay. We generally use in kitchen, graters and peelers to peel out the vegetable scrap. So these are few sharp kitchen tools that we use in our kitchen, and we should never use these tools on our own. Okay, because these are the things that adults use. So children, they should never use these tools on their own. Okay, because it can be dangerous to them. Then number two, lawn tools. Now few lawn tools are also there. The tools that the people use in lawn, like rakes, saws and movers. These are few lawn tools that can cause harm if the children will use them. So do not try to use them if an elder member of your family is not with you. If they are not with you, first of all, this is not of your use. You should never use it. And by the way, if you are touching them, so it should be done by the in front of your parents. Okay, number three is always avoid touching an open can. Can, you must have seen can in which you drink soft drinks and all. Okay, then other cans are also there. So or you should always avoid to touch the can, and if you touch that can, you should touch it very safely and okay, because it may have some sharp edges. Okay, the edges are the corners, the edges are there very sharp. So these are the safety from the sharp objects. Now comes safety from electricity and electrical appliances. Now the safety from electricity is also important, and the appliances that are that runs on electricity. Okay. So number one, do not use electrical appliances when parents are away. When the parents are not at home, you should not use the electrical appliances in their absence. Number two, avoid using mobiles, laptops and tablets. These things while they are being charged. If you are charging them, do not use while charging them. Okay. Number three comes do not touch electrical points and wires. Okay, you should not touch electrical points where the electrical points are there at your home. You must have electrical points and wires you also have. So you should not touch them, these things, and especially with wet hands, because it can cause you what? Electric shock. Then number four, do not plug too many electrical gadgets to a single outlet. If a single outlet is there and so many electrical gadgets you are plugging at a time in a single outlet, do not do this. It can cause an accident. Okay, it can cause a shock or cause a fire, etc., etc. So these are the safety rules at home. Today we discussed all the safety rules at home. Okay, so this much for today. Thank you.